Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with number 100 in the series Viewers Games. I started the series in early 2017 on my Chess to Progress channel. I had an idea for a second channel at that time. The idea was to have Chess to Impress for more advanced players and Chess to Progress for more novice players. And I started series on endgames, on tactics, on classics from the past and the present, and on viewers games on the Chess to Progress channel. In the end, I came to the conclusion that it was not possible to maintain two channels, so I dropped Chess to Progress in the autumn of 2018. I made 136 videos for Chess to Progress and they are still there. The link to the Chess to Progress channel is in the description box of this video, so you can see the series there on endgames, on tactics, on the classics from the past and the present, and the first 66 viewers games. Then I moved the viewers games to Chess to Impress and I continued the series there. And now we have arrived at number 100. And there are plenty more games to keep this series going. This is the pipeline of viewers games. Today it is Justin's turn. Next week will be Evan Orr, and then Timothy, and then Shrikant, then Anthony, and you can see the rest of the names there. If you submitted a game, you can see your name here. If your name is missing, please let me know and I will check it out. If you want your game to be analyzed on Chess to Impress, you can send it to me by email to classroomchess64@gmail.com. And for this video number 100, it's Justin's turn, as I said. And Justin writes, "Hi Rick, I've enjoyed your Resigning in a Winning Position series on Chess to Impress, and I hope you've got more of those for us soon. I have an embarrassing game to offer on that topic. My opponent from Algeria played a move in the endgame which I thought inextricably pinned my bishop to a back rank checkmate square, and as a result I resigned. Turns out not only was I safe from that attack, it was a blunder that lost him a knight, which meant a winning endgame for me. If you'd like to feature this game as a great example for beginners of taking a breath and making sure you see everything before deciding to resign, especially in a situation like this, where it was a one-day correspondence game, then please feel free to make use of it. I can take the lumps," says Justin. And Justin continues, "I'm an American who lives in Scotland, and while I learned to play chess over 30 years ago thanks to Chessmaster 2000 for the Apple II computer, I didn't start playing more seriously or regularly until about 3 years ago, and my improvement has coincided with viewing the Chess to Impress and formerly Chess to Progress channel's content. Anyway, I do really hope my experience in this game helps the Chess to Impress community avoid a little embarrassment." Now we can't wait to look at Justin's game. He was black in this game. His opponent was Azert321 with a rating of 1485 on the Playing on Chess Time app, and Justin had a rating of 1331. And white opened with e4 and Justin opened with c-pawn, d4, c takes, queen takes, knight c6 hitting that queen, and queen back to d1. White already has given up his extra move and is not playing for an opening advantage. He already moved his queen twice in the Sicilian opening. e5 from Justin, bishop c4, knight f6, hitting the pawn on e4, knight c3 defending it, and bishop b4, pinning the knight, so the pawn on e4 is attacked again. Bishop d2, unpinning the knight, but now Justin took on c3, and after bishop takes, he can take on e4, winning a pawn. Yes, Justin is a brave man grabbing that pawn. More cautious would have been to castle, put the king safe. But it was okay. It looks like knight takes e4 is a bit too much after the move that white played queen d5 with a double attack, attacking the unprotected knight, and a little problem on f7, which is checkmate. How to solve both problems in one go? Well, black has a way, and Justin found it. He probably saw this before he took on e4. He played knight g5, saving the knight and protecting the f7 square with that knight. But we're not finished yet. h4, kicking that knight, and that knight is crucially defending the checkmate. But Justin has another one. Knight e6, saving the knight and making sure that f7 is not accessible for the white queen. White does win his pawn back with bishop takes e5, knight takes and queen takes, and now Justin castles. White is slightly better, his pawn structure is more healthy. He castled queenside, queen c7 looking for a queen trade. White does not want that, retreats the queen to e4, but Justin insists on swapping the queens. This is check, so you have to take. Knight takes and g3 to make sure you don't lose that pawn. The knight was attacking the pawn on g2. And now a nice move from Justin. He can retreat his knight, but he played d5, counter-attacking White's bishop. A good decision, giving a pawn, but at least he can now get this bishop into the game and then his rooks. Sacrificing a pawn for active play, not trying to hang on to his material. Well played, Justin. Bishop takes d5, knight takes and rook takes. White has now won a pawn, but black can develop his pieces. f3, kicking the bishop back, hitting the rook, and the rook went to a5. Justin keeps attacking his opponent's pieces. Rook back to a3, a5, and now a strange move from White. Knight e2 makes a lot of sense here, bringing that piece into play and making sure the rook can play, but White played king b1, and that is a strange one. The only thing I can think of is that White wanted to play his rook away and then wanted to make sure that the a2 pawn was protected. Rook a8, a much better move from Justin, and even though he's a pawn down, he has now enough compensation for the pawn. Again, knight e2 is a good move here, but White plays rook d3, ignores the development of his king sides. Bishop f5 hitting the rook. White took on d8, rook takes back, and now black, Justin has a mate threat. Rook d1 would be checkmate. So knight e2 is logical, but in this case knight e2 is not the best move. King c1 to keep the rook out of the second rank would have been better in this case. It shows again why king b1 a few moves ago was a bad move. But knight e2 was played and Justin infiltrates into White's camp. Hitting the knight, knight went to c3, and here rook takes c2 is the strongest move, winning the pawn back and threatening all sorts of discovered checks. But Justin took with the bishop with check, also winning that pawn back. King c1 hitting the rook, rook went to g2, White played g4, and bishop d3 from Justin. And now the drama starts. Here White should have played something like rook e1, and then he's threatening a checkmate himself. So g6 to make some air for the king, and the game goes on. After rook e1, Justin can also give a check, but then the king can go to d1, and the position is about equal. But let's go back to the game. After bishop d3, rook e1 was not played, but rook d1 was played, and that move deserves a double question mark. It looks very strong, right? It's attacking the bishop, and the bishop cannot go because there's a checkmate on the back rank. It looks like White is going to win a piece, as Justin said in his introduction. But Justin reacted too quickly. He resigned the game here. He had a full day to think about it, but he did not see the refutation. He did not see why rook d1 was in fact a blunder. And this is a nice moment to put the video on pause and look for the refutation. Don't just look for the first move, but look for the whole variation. It's quite nice to try and figure out yourself. The way black can win here is with rook c2 check. And we saw in a previous variation that the king could go to d1. That obviously is now not possible. The king has to go to b1, only move in the firing line of the bishop. Rook takes c3 check is a piece for free. The bishop is giving check to the white king and the rook is protecting the bishop. Rook takes c3 check, very nice move. King a1 is really the only move. And now black's rook is hanging. and the black rook cannot keep protecting the bishop, so will white win a piece back? No, he won't. You can just play your rook back to c8 or any other square, and white cannot take your bishop, because now it is white who's back rank checkmated. So after rook c8 you have to play b3 for example, and then black can save his bishop and remains a piece up. But Justin didn't see it and he resigned the game after rook d1 because he thought he was going to lose a piece. Thank you, Justin, for sending this game. It must have been quite painful when you found out that you resigned in a winning position. But as you said, to use your own words, I hope my experience in this game helps the Chess to Impress community to avoid a little embarrassment. Yes, indeed. The famous saying, a game was never saved by resigning. Sometimes there is a way out, and this game is a very good example of that. I thought this game was quite fitting for number 100. I hope you enjoyed it. And then we have this game, myself with white against the Chess to Impress viewers. And let's put the position on the board. We have a King's Indian, and I played Bishop e2, and I asked you to make your 6th move. And 26 viewers posted a move, a bit less than a week before, so hopefully we get some more people in the next few weeks. If you take part in the game, you are in the raffle. At the end of this game I will raffle a chess book amongst the viewers who have taken part. On move 6, 8 people wanted to play knight b8 to d7, so that is the winning move. Closely followed by c7, c5, and also e7, e5 was voted for a number of times. And you can see the other moves, rook e8, b6, c6, e6 and bishop e6 only received a few votes. So we have knight b to d7 on the board, and it is my move now. On my 7th move I will castle my king, put the king safe, and now it is your turn again. What would you play in this position? Please put your move in the comment section underneath this video. And next Sunday in viewers game number 101 I'll announce your 7th move and my 8th move. Hope you will take part in this game. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment. I will read them all and I will reply to them all. If you like the video, if you like the series of the viewers games, please share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.